Hi, bake some cookies with me while I tell you about how my production skills developed throughout the making of my final task, Ice Ice Baby. Throughout this project, my production skills definitely improved a lot from the beginning to the end. At the start, I didn't experience much with planning shots, filming, or editing, but as I worked on the project, I learned how to use these skills to effectively create a stronger opening sequence despite not having access to high-tech resources that all of the professionals have. One of the main skills that I developed was planning and organization of shots. At the beginning of the project, I learned how important it is to plan things like the setting, the shots, and the order of the scenes before filming, as a lot could change while filming. Like, we expected the ice skating rink to be very empty throughout the shots, but turns out a lot of people showed up even on a busy weekday, so I had to figure out how to manage my time wisely. I had to think about the location, the lighting, and how the character would move in the scene. My filming skills also severely developed throughout the creation of this project. While recording the scenes at the skating rink, I started to think more carefully about camera angles and movement. I used different types of shots like high angle, low angle, tracking shots, which helped show the empty ice skating rink, and then I used closer shots to show the emotions of the character as they were going through the sequence. This helped create a better sense of atmosphere and authenticity, and it made the scene feel like a real horror movie. I also learned how important it is to keep the camera steady as you're following your actors and to think about how each shot connects to the next one, because that could really make or break the entire story. Another skill that I developed while filming was understanding how to build suspense. Horror movies rely a lot on tension, atmosphere, and suspense, so I focused on using slower pacing and quiet moments to make the audience feel very uneasy. Instead of showing everything right away, I learned that sometimes it's better to keep some things hidden, like not fully revealing the killer throughout the entire opening sequence in order for the audience to want to continue watching the entirety of the film, and this will help the audience stay curious and more engaged with the story. My editing skills also improved a lot throughout the project. At first, editing felt like a hassle to me, but as I practiced and did more research, I learned how to cut clips more efficiently and to arrange them in a way that made the story flow better. I also learned how important timing is when it comes to editing horror scenes, and slower cuts and pauses can build suspense, while faster cuts create sudden tension, which really helped add that dramatic effect to my opening sequence. Sound was definitely another area where my skills definitely improved. I learned how to add sound to make it correlate with the scene, whether it was eerie background music or authentic sounds of the ice skates gliding along the ice, in order to make the scene feel as authentic and as real as possible for the viewers. Overall, my production skills developed a lot throughout this filming process and this creation process. I improved my planning, my filming, my editing,